Coming. It's a decrepit-looking coffee machine. It is a home coffee machine Linea Mini designed by Lamarzocco in 2015. This 6-year-old Mini can be said to be doomed after many rough fuselage color changes. Lost a lot of screws in their original position. The machine must have suffered a violent collision that caused the base to go up. Make the fuselage and the water receiving box form a certain arc angle. From the test machine inspection, the performance of the coffee machine is good. But in terms of appearance, touch, and user experience, the machine appears to be at risk of falling apart. First, start disassembling. Finally, let's see if we can give it a new look. For the model of Hot Mom Mini, needless to say, since its inception, a classic model that has been imitated but never surpassed, the same series of Micra and Mini are also on this basis. Equal scaling and performance improvement. To remove the front panel, you need to remove the kit on the control panel first. You can see the damping oil at the knob because of long-term use. The constant friction and oxidation have turned black. Since the control panel is fixed to the front panel, if you want to see the brewing head, you must first remove the back shell. The moment when the brewing head is exposed is still more distressing. The paint that changed color before was still left on the rinsing head. The interface of the water inlet and outlet pressure relief buckle, you can already see obvious leaks. The white one is scale. When there is a leak, there is usually a leak first. Trace amounts of water overflow from around the joints due to reduced air tightness, usually before water droplets form, has evaporated due to the heat of the coffee machine, and leave water stains. When the water stains continue to stack, scale layer will appear. It will temporarily plug the leak, but over time it will gradually block the pipeline. Corroded joint. As a result, the coffee machine does not produce water and other problems. The steam boiler of the coffee machine is viewed from the side, occupies 2/3 of the entire interior of the fuselage. This means that it can provide, even in household use scenarios, as powerful as commercial steam to make a cup of milk coffee. What's being dismantled is the blue micro switch. That's the extraction switch on the brewing head. We can see a lot of iron filings in the position of the toggle. This situation is usually not in place during installation, causing friction between metals. Remove the screws holding the brewing head and the extraction solenoid at the back. In this way, the brewing head can be taken off. Let's put the brewing head aside and look at the steam boiler first. The overheating protection of the Hot Mom Mini steam boiler is 140 degrees. When it exceeds 140 degrees, the button in the center of the part will bounce, although it can be reset by pressing it. But this doesn't happen by chance. It is likely to jump again and again, or jump again for a short time after reset. Direct tripping occurs in severe cases. A typical trigger link is usually a heating body, extremely high surface temperature, etc. When such problems occur, they are often found to be caused by the scale layer after disassembly. It is recommended to report for repair and maintenance immediately. During the disassembly process, let's talk about the Mini coffee machine. The physical size of the Hot Mom Mini is 38 centimeters high and 36 centimeters wide. Depth 54 centimeters, weight about 30 kilograms. The steam boiler has 3 liters and the extraction boiler has 170 milliliters. In 2015, Hot Moms discovered the home market, borrowing the design idea of the Linea model with the Linea Mini home model. In order to achieve the performance of a commercial coffee machine at home, engineers have designed an integrated brewing head for this purpose. Although household double boilers have now become popular, but if there is no Mini, I don't know how to rewrite the track of the coffee machine. The steam boiler was taken off the coffee machine. Now start disassembling the link pipeline on it. Usually requires the use of 2 fork wrenches. One is responsible for fixing and the other is responsible for force. Brass or copper wire is soft. If the force is not right, it is easy to solidify the pipeline into a twist. In addition to the heating body, there will also be preheating pipes in the steam boiler. This is to ensure the stable design of the extraction water temperature. It is now used in many high-end models. This cylinder is a pressure-regulating device, clockwise pressurization and counterclockwise decompression. This pressure cooker-like device is the safety valve of the coffee machine. It can be judged from the treatment method of the electric tape used at the root of the heating body. This coffee machine has undergone a damaged heater repair or replacement. Finally, it's time to brew the head portion. Extraction solenoid valve link. It is easy to use improper force during disassembly, the place that causes deformation and fracture. Be sure to pay attention here when replacing the valve of limited viewership by yourself. The brewing head of the Hot Mom Mini is an integrated brewing head. It is made from a single piece of stainless steel and is dry heated. The so-called dry heating is the direct heating body, inserted into the metal for heating and heat transfer. This design allows a brewing head with only 170 milliliters capacity. It can also be quickly warmed back in continuous cup. This is the heating body in the brewing head. The white substance on the metal rod is thermal grease. Contact between metals does not equal good thermal conductivity. Even the most precise machining will have tolerances. There are very small gaps between metals. The thermal conductivity of air is 0, 25, and the thermal conductivity of silicone grease is 1 to 5 or even higher. Remove all remaining components from the base of the machine. In this way, it is convenient to resheet the deformed base. Metal deformation is usually divided into 3 stages. The current state belongs to the metal lattice. It slipped, but it didn't break. It can be understood as dislocation, as long as it is corrected. Entering the cleaning and polishing process. The first is the most serious brewing head. Prepare a good citric acid soaking to dissolve the scale layer first. Then replace it with a cleaner for coffee oil stains for oil cleaning. The brewing head directly contacts the coffee, taking into account food safety concerns. Choose the most original sandpaper method to remove the paint layer. Reassembled. The heating body is also ray-coated with thermally conductive silicone grease and inserted into the brewing head. What's going on now is annealing. The copper gasket is compressed and shear stretched after being used for the first time. A large number of dislocations occur within the metal crystal, 200 to 400 degrees when annealed. The grains that were originally elongated and twisted will be new equiaxial stress-free crystal replacement. It can be used again to achieve airtight effect. We will not go into details about the dismantling and maintenance process of steam boilers. tire maintenance has been repaired. The base has also been recalibrated and painted. The appearance of the fuselage was also changed to matte black, according to the customer's requirements. Aaron needs to assemble the parts back in turn. When the stainless steel logo is attached to the fuselage, have you been amazed? The tattered feeling from the beginning is restored to the texture that Lamarzocco should have. Although I don't know what the original color of this machine was, but now it's like a brand new Hot Mom Mini. It is about to return to the hands of customers. Okay, that's it for today's video. See you in the next video.
呜呜啊！专业的高端咖啡机品牌服务商。